Hey guys, MarshmallonFluff here, and I'm going to be doing a deck, and I'm going to be showing you a deck profile on Chaos Agent. So let's see what this guy has in store for us.
All right, it's a 41 card main deck. It's the basic agent layout first. Your 2 Earths, it's a Searcher, it's mandatory, it's a tuner. Get your synchros out there. You overlay for the extra deck. It's just quick. It gets your Venuses out there so that you can set it for next turn. It's not a bad opener. Run 2. 3 Venuses, set up your X-Seeds, you have a Birdman in the hand, it goes off your Synchro plays, you can X-Seed with it faster, get your Gachis out, get your Dark Mist out, get your Daigusto Phoenix out. It's just a strong monster, 16 beater, and get your monsters where you need to be. You can set up your graveyard for Christia. Needless to say, 3 Shine Balls. If you run any kind of Venus, you need them. Your boss agent is Master Hyperion. He's so flexible in this deck. He's kind of broke with how you can get him out just by banishing an agent from your hand, the field, the graveyard. Get him out. He's 2,700. Excellent attack. Excellent effect as well. Just banish Light Fairy, pop a card, and he's just quick out there. In terms of defense, I run 2 Marshmallon. I need more fairies in the deck. I find myself without monsters, and he helps me stall out. He's good burn damage for the main deck. He's 3, so I can get my rank 3s out faster. And look at him, he's adorable.
I approve the Marshmallon.
MarshmallonFluff.
Yeah.
To start off the dark monsters in the deck, you have the Gen X Halley Birdman. Bounce a Shine Ball back to your hand. He's pretty broke in Chaos because you can bounce your BLS, you can bounce your Chaos Sorcerer back, reuse them again by banishing Light of Dark. Especially broken agents because you can bounce your Hyperion back and then banish another agent, pop more cards on the field, and then you get a tuner on there. If you have 2 Birdman in the hand and a Hyperion, as long as you have the resources, it's pretty broke because you get a rank 3 Exceed out and you get to pop 2 cards. Actually, you get to pop 3 as long as you have the resources. Getting to my boss monsters, you have one Christia, you run fairies, it's kind of mandatory. I feel it's mandatory. It shuts down so many decks, so many metas. It just stops special summoning. When you drop her on the field, they have to waste the resources to get over it. And by then, you'll have the hand presence or the field presence necessary to win the game. It's Chaos, so Chaos Sorcerer, obviously. It is quick, easy. We all know what he does. The big man, BLS. Spanish Light of Dark is a 3K beater. He can attack twice. Like I said, he's broke. Now for the hand traps, I run a lot of light monsters in here. Start running Honest. I mean, come on. We all know you need to run them. 1900 defense. I do play a little bit defensive with this deck, so I'll set him. He has 1900. Not very many monsters that are normal summon first turn can run over it, so I can bounce him back to the hand next turn and keep him in there. I run 3 Herald of Orange Light. Some people say it's a bit excessive, but I like it because I do run 3 Hyperion and a Christia and a lot of fairies. I run 2 Marshmallon, the Shine Balls. It saves my hand from dead ones, and it just keeps their monsters off the field from going off with their effects. Just negate and destroy it. You run 3, it's a tuner. You can overlay for Gotcha if you have a Shine Ball left over for some odd reason, and it's just good in this deck. And it plays a big role in the side deck when you see it. 2 Trags. If I take damage, I just drop him. He's broke as hell. You just like take their monster. You can Exceed with it, you can change his level. It's ridiculous. You can build your hand up, go for attacks, and he can just be dropping on the field anytime you take the battle damage. And he's dark, he gets in the grave, and Gores. And we all know we need Gores, because sometimes you get those such dead hands where you can't even put crap on the field, so you need him. Now onto the spells. The Trinity. You need it. Every deck, I believe. Even heavy. Mind Control. Mind Control wins me games. I just take your monster, I do something with it, whatever it may be. I'll Mind Control your BLS and banish it. I don't even want to use your monster, I just want it off the field. Book of Moon. Such a broke card in this deck. You try to Veiler my Earth, I'll book it. Try to Veiler my Hyperion, I'll book it. It's okay. I will have more to waste later. I just like using effects. Stops you from attack. Put your monster down. Save my monster from bottomless because I do run a lot of high attack monsters. Saves them. Double MST. I don't feel the need for triple. I think 2 is just fine. I have other popping power cards. I think it's okay. Torrential, only 1. With Starlight Road and huge rev out there, I feel like running 2 would be a bit excessive. And I have monsters to waste. I feel like this back row is needed. 2 bottomless. Saves me from my opponent going off on big plays. Keeps their big monsters out of the field. and I feel like it's also needed. One Mirror Force only. Like I said, same thing with Torrential, but just transfer it to their monsters attacking. Same reason. Two-dimensional Prison, because it's broke, gets over your X-Seeds, gets them off the field, gets rid of your Heliopolis, gets rid of your Zen mains trying to attack, gets rid of your Utopia if you try to attack with it, for those who still run it. Just banishes your big monsters, gets over the Stardust plays because it doesn't destroy like how Mirror Force would. One Solemn Judgment. I already run monsters that pay life points, so I don't mind paying life points. I'm not really like cheap or stingy with it because I feel like as long as the play is right, you can pay life points. And One Solemn Warning, just to negate more summons. Negate your Battle Faders, negate your Trags, negate your Gores in the battle phase because I am going to try to go for game. On to the extra deck. I'm going to start off with Synchros at the top. Decisive Armor for the mirror matches and other light decks that are out there. For Chaos Dragons, when you drop your Pulsar, if you just summon a random light monster, I'm going to clear your hand out of your light monsters. I'm going to go for more burn damage. This is a quick card to get out when you have Venus and a Birdman in hand first turn, or actually when your opponent goes first, and it has great effects. The first effect is the first two effects are awesome, but the third is the game changer.
I've also found out that card is amazing against Watts because they never destroy your monsters. So
oh yes,
it gives you a chance to build up, and they keep adding to your hand with Seahorse.
Clear the crap out of their hand and burn them before they can burn you.
Yep.
Mistworm. It was a staple in Agents back in the day, and it's still amazing. Clears up to 3 cards on the field, just sends them back to the hand, doesn't destroy them at all, and it's a 2500 monster. You couple this with Phoenix, you clear their field, and you can attack twice with this. You go for 65 damage. It's an amazing card. Scrap Dragon. Destroys other cards. It destroys 2 cards on the field. It's an 8. It's easy to get out. You just save yourself, summon a Gotchi, and summon a Scrap Dragon, pop 2 cards. And you still have field presence. Thought Ruler. Thought Ruler is awesome because you just bring up your life points, and whatever you're paying with your Venus or you're playing with your Solemns, you gain it right back. Another 8, Stardust. Mandatory. Black Rose. I mean, we all know what it does. Catastor is amazing in this deck with Venus because if you have Birdman in your hand, you get Catastor on the field and a Gotchi. It's an awesome first play. Acid Golem runs into your big monsters, and I can pop it with Hyperion by tributing him or something. I'll be okay. People tend to not run Acid Golem because they say he'll stay on the field a long time. It helps me go for game a lot more. If I see that I'm going to be shy of life points with my monsters on the field, if I can summon an Acid Golem, I'll do it just so I can go for the OTK. Leviathan, since it is a Chaos deck, Leviathan, since it is a Chaos deck, I need a quick detach to get Darks in my graveyard. It saves Birdman from being banished when I overlay it with a Venus after bouncing a Shine Ball. It gets my Dark when I need a Dark target because I do run a lot of lights. It's just that quick detach that I absolutely need. Levier, get my banished monsters back, usually my Venuses or my Earths, so I can have Synchro option or Xyz options. Tempo, get over your monsters. It makes it a lot stronger. With the Xyz heavy format, I don't want you to have materials to pop off with your effects. Zenmains, needless to say, it saves me like first turn from while I play defensively because I tend to do that with this deck. It keeps you from just attacking over me. One Dark Mist. Run over all your monsters. Card doesn't target either. Saves me in battle. It's a quick play with Venus. Daigusa Phoenix. Get that double attack. Whether I pull out a Mistworm or a Stardust, let it attack twice, or just Phoenix attack twice. It's 3k damage. And one Gotchi. Now for the side deck. The side deck's a bit interesting with this because it is somewhat of a deck transformation because I just clear out my spells and traps and I turn this into a Gallus OTK deck with Agents. So you run 3 Gallus, you reveal them in your hand, send the top card of your deck to the graveyard. Since you run all monsters, you always get the burn damage, and it summons itself to the field. It's a level 3 if you want to Xyz with it. It's fast, and you can do that even if you don't get your loop out to burn your opponent for game. I'll get onto the loop after I finish with this. 1 Birdman to fill it up with 3 for the playset in the deck. 3 Quackimera Doom. Its effect is light and dark monsters effect are negated during the main phase. It's a very hard card to get over when I start the loop if I actually get it out. It tends to get bottomless, but if that doesn't happen, I'm going to try to go for game. It has 1700 attack. I'll explain more later. Just set these aside. More defense, because since I'm not running spells and trap for my back row to save me, I need more defense, so 1 Reaper. Triple Necro Gardener. I can use it to fuel Chaos more, or I can save me from 1 attack. 2 Battle Fader. The second Christia that people find mandatory in Agents to run 2, so I run the second one on the side, and 1 Cephalon. Because I tend to have a lot of monsters in my graveyard, so I can just drop him from the hand, or if he gets milled with Gallus, that's 2k damage. Now to get on to the Gallus OTK loop. What you are going to want to have is these 3 cards in your hand. At any point in the game, if you feel like you can go for the loop, you go for it. That's mainly what I do. This is when we matches at tournaments. This gets me farther in locals, and this helps me win. So this negates light and dark monster effects. You're going to normal summon this, and then you're going to reveal Gallus, and send the top card of your deck to the graveyard. You inflict damage to your opponent 200 times the level to their life points, and then special summon Gallus. I usually do it in defense. Birdman, being a cost and an effect that activates to special summon him, gets negated by Doom. So the cost sends my Gallus back to my hand with my Birdman, and I should reveal him. He gets negated by the card effect, sending both back in my hand and keeping it, creating a loop that lets me burn your life points. If this goes off, I'm going for game. If this doesn't, this gives you these 2 in your hand, and you can just reveal, do some damage, bounce it back with Birdman, and then reveal it again, and you can sink for 6 if you have a 6 in your deck, or you can just overlay for a 3 and bring some monsters back, especially if it gets Leviared, or especially if it gets negated, or if he gets negated and destroyed, or banished, or anything, just bring him back. But that's the deck. It's tons of fun. I love Agents, so there you go. Hope you enjoy.
Alright guys, well this has been MarshmallonFluff here, and what a great deck profile. I really enjoyed it. So thanks for watching guys. Subscribe for more future deck profiles and box openings too.